He's like on top of me. Now he shows me a knife, guys. A little knife, like.
In the criminal justice system, robbery-based offences are considered especially heinous. In Mitchell's Plain, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as SAPs. These are their stories.
So it was a Saturday morning, I was getting ready for work. You know, everything was fine, everything was normal, you know, almost too normal. But little did I know that I was about to experience one of the most tragic days in my entire life. In order for you to fully grasp what I went through that day, I need to take you through my entire day. So this was the plan for the day.
So firstly, I had to take a bus from my house to work. I then Ubered from my work to my second job because, you know, I got to get the money. And thirdly, my mom...
Yes, doggos! Hey, mama!
My mom picked me up from my second job and took me to my friend's house.
So when you're in the bus, there's just certain like unsaid rules that you just know to follow. You don't smoke on the bus, or you don't play loud music on the bus, you know? Stuff like that. So anyways, I'm sitting on the bus, right? And this guy comes and he sits next to me. Cool. I'm listening to music, I'm just vibing, you know?
Okay.
So anyways, I'm listening to the music, right? And then this guy gets onto the bus and then he sits next to me, right? And then he pulls out nail clippers and starts cutting his nails in the bus right next to me. I don't know if I'm overreacting or something, but yo, who does that? I don't know. Do people cut their nails on the bus? I don't know. But I don't know. I think that's weird. So anyways, he's cutting his nails, right? And every 2 seconds you just hear. And I'm just there like trying to I feel like I was playing dodgeball, like trying to dodge the nails as it you know. Guys, it was bad. It was like everywhere. I literally saw a nail stuck in the other girl's jacket that was sitting in front of us. That Anyway, so I gave him like a dirty look, right? So wait, POV, like you the guy, right? I'm me. Okay, so yeah. This is what I did. You know, just to initiate the conversation of like, hey, can you like stop cutting your nails, you know? So he turns to me, right, and he's like, what? Do you mind like not cutting your nails because it's like getting everywhere? There's no rule that says you can't cut your nails on the bus.
No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am.
I don't know if I'm overreacting or it was just weird, like, oh. It's just bad. After I got out of the bus, I violently shook off all the nails that were like attached to my body, and then I went to job number 2. So in order to go from job number 1 to job number 2, I normally travel with a taxi, right? But that particular day, I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race with my friend, and the episode was like almost done, and I like really wanted to see the outcome. So I was just like, okay, let me continue watching, and then I'll just Uber from job number 1 to job number 2, because then it'll obviously be quicker, right? So anyways, job number 2 is done. So I order the Uber, get into the Uber, cool. Anyway, so I'm in the car, right, and I'm talking to the driver. He was like nice, he was like happy, he was like hi. I'm like hi, you know. He was just, he had that energy, right? Anyway, so he asked me, did I just come from work? And I was like, yes, I just came from work. And then he asked me, is your wife gonna cook for you now? And I was just like, no. I'm very much single.
No, it's true. It's true.
And then I asked him, do you cook? And this is what he said. No. It's always the wife's job to cook and clean after a man. and they must just stay in the kitchen, and that is where they belong.
You did not just say that.
Finish him.
Like, that's not what they're supposed to do. You know, they're not obliged to just do things. You can't just predetermine the function of a woman like that. And after I said that, he was just like, no, but women need to clean. That's their purpose and function. And blah, blah, blah. And I was just thinking to myself, like, this man, you can tell, like, no matter what I say, he's not going to change his point of view or even listen to what I'm saying. So I just decided, let me just not say anything, because just now he attacks me and then puts me in his trunk, and then tomorrow I wake up in Dorp or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so in order for you to understand how the robbery took place, I need to like make a map for you guys, like to show you the composition of the robbery, okay?
So this is Chandre's house, right? And this is the main road. And the arrows indicate the journey that we took that led us up to the robbery.
Okay, so now you have like the whole aerial view of the story, right? Now I'm gonna give you like the like what actually happened, like the actual tea. So anyway, so the plan was to go next to the main road, right? Keep walking, right? And I know like you're probably thinking like, why would you walk next to a main road? Like, I've seen people run there all the time. I didn't think it was gonna be a problem, right? So anyway, so we're walking next to the main road. We're still discussing, okay, what we're gonna buy. So as we're walking, right, because we were gonna turn so that we could go to the shop. So now as we're walking, I see these two guys on the corner of where we were gonna turn. But I didn't think anything of it, because I don't like to like go around assuming that people are dangerous. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, which I obviously won't do anymore because like I was robbed. But anyway, so the two guys are there on the corner. We're walking and everything's fine, right? So we get to the corner, right? And just as we're like about to turn the corner, these guys start walking towards us, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe they want to go that way. Like, didn't think anything of it. They walk past us. The one guy walks this side and the other one walks past Chandre on the other side. And I'm like, okay, cool, they gone. And I'm walking, and before I know it, this guy comes around me. He just like comes towards me, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what's happening? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. He's here in my pocket, like he like literally goes like this to me, like, and I'm like, huh, what do you want? I'm still thinking, social distance, why are you so near to me? Like, you know, what do you want? At this point, I'm not thinking that it's a robbery. That didn't click in my mind. Listen, these guys are trying to rob me. He's here in my pocket. I'm like, huh, what? Huh? I'm still trying to make eye contact with him. I'm like, huh, what do you want? Sorry. I'm so dumb. Anyways, I'm like trying to make eye contact with him, like, are you okay? What's going on? What do you want? Then he starts saying, don't shout, don't scream, don't shout, don't scream, give me your phone, give me your phone. And then I realized that I had my phone in my pocket. I thought I left it at Chandre's house. Now he's here by my phone, like trying to take out my phone from my pocket. And then he like pushes me like onto the floor. And then I'm like, oh no, you're not just gonna push me with no consequences. So I yank him so that he can like also fall. And now he's like on top of me. Now he shows me a knife guys. A literal knife. Like, not like a butter knife or it. No, like a knife, like a literal knife. You know, is this really happening right now? And in that moment I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting robbed. Right, I'm holding his arms, he has a knife in that hand, I'm focusing on not dying. But then like I just had like a flashback to like like a story that my friend told me in high school. So she was like, one time she and her mom were like walking over like an empty field or something like that, and then a guy like came around, and then like they either had like a gun or a knife or something to that effect. Then she was just like, the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. But it worked because like he was like, oh, sorry, and then he just went away. So I was like, okay, let me try that. So I was just like, Jesus, and then he was like, I was like, yo, okay. Speaking of Jesus, right, as I was holding his arms and he was like on top of me, his rosary I don't know if you know what a rosary is, like that necklace thing with the cross on it, was dangling in my face. And I was like so confuzzled, right? Now, I'm no Sunday school teacher, but like, I'm sure in the Bible it says something to the effect of thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not murder, you know, something to that effect. So 2 out of the 10 commandments you've already failed. So I'm just confused, like I was just trying to comprehend the whole situation. It was just not adding up for me. So anyway, so now I'm there, like, and I'm like thinking to myself, okay, Ethan, just stop, like, you need to do something. This is like you getting robbed. Like, that's when the realization like started to actually kick in. I was like, okay, let me do something, right? So now I'm there, he's on top of me, I take my foot and I kick. I just kicked him, right? And I was just so excited, like in that moment, I was like, yeah, I'm participating, like, you know, because you guys, I can't fight. Anyways, I kicked him, right? And I don't know what was going through my mind in that moment. I don't know, was I thinking that like he was just gonna stop robbing me after I kicked him? Because like that's about it. I don't know what else I was gonna do. He takes his head, right? Not like literally takes it, like he just uses his head and he knocks it like against my nose area. I don't know if you can see there's like a little dot there. Like, it's obviously healed now because it's been like 3 months, but like it was way worse. Let me my head, my whole head just starts to feel like. So then, like, after, like, he knocked his head against my head, then I was like, okay, let me just give him the phone so that I can go help my friend. I looked to Chandra to, like, see, like, is she okay? Like, what's going on? Like, give him the phone, right? And then I stand up to go to Chandra. And then just as I stood up, the other guy ran away. And then the other guy that was with me also ran over the road. And then I was just, like, trying to process everything. Oh, yes, I forgot to show you guys, like, I made a sketch, like, on the day of the guy. Like, I made a little sketch. It's the sketch that I drew of the guy.
What is that? No.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
Anyway, oh yeah, sorry. So then, and then like 2 seconds after that, like a car like drives onto the area where we were, like next to the main road, like turns, because obviously he probably saw what happened. And then he's like, did you guys just get robbed now? And we're like, yes, can you like help us? He's like, get in, I'm gonna go get them. If I get them now, they're gonna see. So I'm like, okay, let's get in. Probably shouldn't have done that, I don't know. Anyway, so we get in the car, I'm sitting there, I'm hyperventilating, like, you know, I'm like, whoa, Chandra's at the back. I keep turning to look at her, is she okay, whatever. You know, when you get into a person's car or you get into their house, you always just sit like normal, like you don't want to like move anything because you don't know how to act. Like, can you touch this? You know, I didn't care about that. I get into that guy's car, there was sand, there was thorns all over me. I get in, I pull down the mirror, I look at myself, okay, we're gonna get them, because as we were driving up, we could see them still running up, and then we drove up there, and then like they just like disappeared, like we couldn't see them anymore. Then we see like a police van like in the same road that we were, like in the bushes, because they were like muddy roads, like you know those mud roads. So now there was like a police van there, and then we drove towards the police van. They were like, and then the guy, his name was Brandon or Bradley, I'm not quite sure. Let's just call him Brandon. So Brandon's like, excuse me, officer, these two were just robbed now, and these 2 guys just ran up, like literally like a few seconds ago, like they just ran up. Then he's just like, just take them to the police station. And be like, but like you just ran up there now, like, can you do something please? Like, you know? And we're like, oh, like now, Brandon's like, listen, I'm gonna tell you guys now, normally when you go to the police station, they don't do anything. So anyway, so we get to the police station, right, and we're standing there for like 10-20 minutes, literally nobody's helping us. Like, you know when you're like trying to avoid someone, then you just like don't make eye contact. So that's what they were doing basically. But I don't know if they were just busy or what, but, and then like a few moments after that, like a girl came and she was crying and coughing, and then like you could just tell that something bad happened to her, but nobody was helping her either, because we stood there for another like 5-10 minutes and still nobody was helping her. She's crying and she's sobbing. After that I was just thinking, like, if the police officers weren't even gonna help her, like after something bad happened to her, what are the chances of them helping us? So then I was just like, okay, let's just go let's just go back. Again, you know, when you go to somebody's house, you don't like go to the rooms or like, you know what I mean? You like sit in the lounge like normal. But like after that, I went to Chandra's house. I went to the kitchen. I go into the kitchen. I can't find the cups anywhere. I open the tap. I'm like drinking water because I'm so sorry. Like I needed water and I was like, where's the cups? And then all of like Chandra's family came and they were like comforting us and we were like fine after that. Oh! And anyway, so fast forward to me getting a new phone, right? So I got a new phone, but everything was backed up onto the cloud. And then I'm going through my phone, you know, going through all the old pictures from 3 months ago, looking, oh cool, you know. And then I get to the bottom and I'm like, like these Air Forces look a bit weird. Because I'm like, but my shoes don't look like that because I don't have the boot. I have the normal ankle cut, if that's what it's called. I have that. So I was like, whose shoes are these? And then I see a phone in the picture also. And then I call Chandra. I'm like, Chandra, how did your phone look again? Because I forgot how her phone looked. And then she was like, no, her phone, like, she had like a brown phone cover. And I was like, this guy took pictures with my phone. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget.
Don't do it.
Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, jingle the notification bell, and politely tap that subscribe button. This week's shout out goes to Rose. Thank you so much, Rose, for watching last 3 months ago's video. And if you would like next week's shout out, all you have to do is be subscribed and comment down below this week's secret emoji, which is the knife emoji to represent the struggle and all the pain that I endured, you know. But anyways, I'll see you next week. Wandle plus Wandle equals Toodles. Bye.